Thank you for tuning to another episode of Shoot the Ish. And this week, we're going to talk about a subject that actually Erica was the one who came up with. And I'll let her be able to explain it to you. And for all those, we finally hit the 100 subscribers. So I definitely appreciate all those who have been tuning in, enjoying the show. But like I always tell you guys, subscribe, like, share the page. And again, leave comments about topics that you would love us to talk about. But let's let you start off with what's the topic you want to talk about?
So like, you know how people been during this pandemic, they'll go on YouTube and you'll watch one thing and it leads to another thing and another. So this news report came up about this girl in Florida, Miami, Florida. It happened like last month, December 9th or something like that. But apparently she was like missing. But they were really worried because she was missing under suspicious circumstances. There was like a camera nearby where she worked that showed a man approaching. She opens the door. He takes her, beats her up, and throws her into her own car. So that already made the family members feel like, you know, it's someone that she probably knew. So, you know, they're investigating, blase. One of the family members sees her longtime boyfriend of 11 years. They got 2 kids together, one on the way. She's 6 weeks pregnant. And they see him in a wooded area. And they're like, this looks mad weird. Let me call the authorities. The authorities, when they went to him, they found that he was near her body. And he butchered her body. So then they get into, you know, what led to this happening. Because someone, like, that scared me. Like, someone you with for 11 years, you got 2 kids with one on the way, has been charged with murdering you. Like, to me, that's like, damn. So you didn't even know who you were fucking. So basically what you're saying, that the story is about a guy who was involved with somebody for 11 years, and he was the one who wound up killing her. Correct. And they're trying to find out why he did that. So what led to that was, you know, he had cheated on her before, and he had done other things that made her feel like, you know, she wasn't safe in that relationship. So I felt like I wanted to bring to light what she made a post, like, right before she died, a couple days before she died. She made a post about narcissistic manipulators. So I feel like we, as a community, need to talk about manipulators in our lives because, you know, it always goes deeper than just a boyfriend-girlfriend situation or a marriage or whatever. I could definitely, I mean, not to cut you off, but in reference to manipulators and narcissistic people, I could say, like you said, in relationships, that is something that... Friendships, relationships. Yeah, anybody can manipulate. Any type of relationship you have. Friends can manipulate friends. People that are gullible, you manipulate them to getting what it is that you want. Jobs. People are narcissistic at their jobs, and people are put in good positions, and then they're in positions of power. They can manipulate situations. They can manipulate... Like, I just know that topic in itself... That's something I could definitely talk about. And what you just said, honestly, about control and power is like one of the things they say, like different signs you need to look for. And one thing is like someone who creates certain strategies that makes them, you know, either be the victim, be able to victimize somebody, have power over them, or just to have control. And it can be something as simple as, you know, setting up a situation where I'm taking your car to go do something. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm taking your car so that now you can't go anywhere. You know, plans that you had made that day, you can't do. So I'm basically manipulating the situation. So that's just one example. So in reference to, I mean, I guess if we're going to talk about this topic, I guess we could give different scenarios in our lives where we probably seen people manipulate in all different aspects. I mean, like, you know, there are people who are fathers. I'm a father. Our parents can manipulate us. Our spouses can manipulate us. And like she said, there was a topic in reference to somebody manipulating. But wait. Not to cut myself off, but when you said the situation was based on manipulation, what was it about this story that you took that from it? Like the manipulation? Well, the fact that obviously we don't know as many details as we would like to know, but the fact that her last post was about narcissistic manipulation.
And what did she say?
How to deter? So I can actually pull up the post.
Okay.
And I'll read exactly what she said.
I'm going to probably put that in there for editing purposes.
Yes, because it's very important. So she posted, narcissistic manipulators, let's get into it. People who intentionally attack you and hurt you. Then once they hurt you and you react, they're upset at how you reacted to the intentional hurt they caused you. So let's just chop that part up real quick. So basically it's like someone who does something to you, and because you like, damn, why the fuck you do that? Now they feel like, okay, you're not supposed to react that way. Like, you're not doing what I wanted you to do. Next thing it says, try to turn it on to you to add more hurtful things to make it seem like you're the problem or at fault for how they did you. When in fact, you did absolutely nothing to them to cause their reason for the intentional hurt or act. Not once will they think to apologize, because remember, once you reacted to what they did to you, you then become the problem and now they are the victim. They hold zero accountability. They see no wrong in what they did, only in how you reacted. So because you didn't react the way they wanted you to, now you're the issue. These will be the same people who say they love and care for you. And she also said, feel free to correct me where I'm wrong. Good morning.
So she wrote that.
That was on her post. Yes, that was on her face. That was the last thing that she posted before she went missing. Which is scary when you learn from her dad the boyfriend was cheating on her. He was lying to her. He was saying things that weren't true. Like, these are, in my mind, I'm going to use context clues when I don't know an entire situation. I'm not going to base my context clues on the facts, but to put the puzzle pieces together and make a little more sense, that's what I equated it to. And I feel like, you know I'm not the only person who probably got that impression reading the story, and her name is Andrea Lloyd. I'm sorry, Andrea Lloyd, if you want to look it up for yourself. But I just feel like this is definitely something we need to talk about from a female and male perspective, because I feel as a male, men, like, even if you're not that type of nigga, you know what type of niggas be manipulating, or you've been around the type of niggas, or...
I'm going to give you... No, just to be personal. Look, I always said, like, the show is called Shoot the Ish, and that could be that means we're talking about everything, as most people know. That means
through our opinions, through our experiences.
And these are opinions.
These are not.
I mean, these are opinions.
Was Andrea Lloyd's death?
These are opinions, and the thing that I realize is that when you get on these or get on a podcast, your job is to be truthful, transparent. Mm-hmm. So I would say, in reference to the manipulation point,
correct,
I was a manipulator.
Okay.
And I'll be honest.
I mean, the fact that you're being honest about it is a good thing, because then you can show the side of what you did and how other people maybe wouldn't see those signs. And
for those who know me, and I realize, I would say that I knew someone back in the day, right? And I knew the person liked me.
Okay.
And I knew, like, truthfully, no matter what, they wouldn't have went anywhere. And the only way they would have left me alone is if I really said, leave me alone and I will never talk to you again. Leave me alone. But it's things that us men, we do. Now, I could kind of tell myself, like, look, I never said you were going to be my girl. I never said we were going to be together. Like, I never said any of that. Mm-hmm. But what I did do, I spent time with them.
You kind of led her on physically.
But you
led her on physically, but verbally you did not.
But you know what the funny thing is? You may say lead her on physically, right? I think what it really was to the point, like, did I really care about the person? Yes, I did. Did I enjoy spending time with the person? Yes, I did. Did I go out with the person? Yes, I did. Did I want to be in a relationship with the person? No, I didn't. So then, was the person convenient? Was they there anytime I called?
But did they want to be in a relationship with you? Be honest.
I knew they did.
So that's why I'm saying, when one person does want to be in a relationship and you're doing what I hear you said you did, that is considered leading on, because you're doing, you have the power, because they want something from you that you don't necessarily want from them, but they gonna go with what I want to do. So because I feel like, I don't know if I'm correcting you or not, but I feel like you may not have been a manipulator, but I feel like as humans, we've all manipulated situations.
And the reason why I say the manipulation part would be this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're not a manipulator, but we all have manipulative.
It is a manipulation.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. And I had to tell my friends this. I was like,
so you did it habitually.
No. I didn't do it intentionally.
No.
But I knew.
But that's what I'm saying. You didn't do it intentionally.
No, but you're manipulating a situation if you know. If you know that this person, it's almost like somebody got to be the adult about the situation, right?
No, of course.
It's almost like us men, if the only thing that we're going to do is just say, well, I kept it real with
No,
him.
what I'm saying is, like, manipulator is like level 10. I'm saying what I'm hearing from you is like a level 7, a level 6. Like, it's not, because I feel like a manipulator is someone who does it on purpose and they'll do it to the same person over and over again. You get what I'm saying? You weren't in that cycle.
No, see, and that's why I said it's different levels of manipulation.
Well,
like
that's
you said,
what
I'm
I
a
said.
7.
Yeah.
But the concept is still a manipulation.
No, it
tactic.
definitely is, but there are levels to the shit, basically.
Manipulation is manipulation.
But there's levels to it. We
yeah,
literally just touched on there's levels to it. Like,
I'm not gonna get
a
to the
level
point that I'm killing
a
somebody.
level 10 would be a narcissistic manipulator. What she posted the day before she died. So you giving an example is like eye-opening, because it shows that, like, even if, okay, not everyone's a murderer, but you may have once or twice thought of killing somebody before. So it's like, as humans, we can all understand and kind of take from any experience that we each say, because we are kind of similar in a certain type of way. It may not be exactly.
But the thing that I would say in reference to, and this is to anybody, like, that situation, the only way that situation, because you don't understand, I knew, and I think that's
no,
when
but I get
and
that
point,
though.
I think the point is understanding that you know that a person really cares about you and you truly do care about that person. This is how people get in those fucked up relationships, right? They get in these relationships and they'll get to the point that, like, look, but you can be, here's the funny thing, you can still be honest.
If you're manipulating, how can you be honest? Does that even make sense?
Yes, it does.
How does that make sense?
Okay, I'll give you a prime example.
I'm just saying.
I'll give you a prime example.
Okay.
You don't want this person, like, you can put, look. I know, if I know that person wants to be with me and I'm saying I don't want to be with them, right? Right?
I hear you.
And I know I'm telling them I don't want to be with them. Mm-hmm. But I'm still going out with them. I'm still saying, I'm just saying, I'm gonna give you a scenario.
You what I said.
No, we're talking about the form of manipulation.
No, but what I'm saying is, what I read was, the key word is intentional. And it's just like the difference between manslaughter and murder fucking one. It's intent. So intent.
So are we talking about manipulation, or are we talking about narcissistic manipulation?
No. Look.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I said there's different levels. So I'm saying what you're telling me, the intent is it's not an intent. There is no intent. You just said you did not intend to hurt this person. Did you not just say that?
Okay. And that's why I say you got to let me finish the story, because there was an end to it.
Go ahead.
To the point that, would I ask this person, let me get your car? I would take the car and go see another chick in it. See, it's a story behind everything, but I'll still be messing with that person. I got to the point that I don't want to really say too much. I'm being honest, but I don't want to really put the person out there, because if I say certain things, motherfuckers would know who the person is, and I wouldn't want that person to feel that way. But, I mean, certain things I will say.
Well, I can give an example, too.
But at the same time, it's like, you have to, it's almost like, would that person have went anywhere unless I disappeared and ran away? And I think it would, to a certain point where I actually asked this person for money. Borrowed money, because I knew the person wouldn't say. And that's the thing. It's not intentional manipulation. It's knowing that, it's almost like saying, I know that person won't say no to me. And sometimes we use people, and I think that was wrong. And I think I saw myself like I said to myself, I was like, I really do care about that person. Mm-hmm. And I know that person won't move on with their life if I continuously be a part of that person's life. So I had to take it upon myself and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna disappear. And I disappeared. And I think by me disappearing and it was an addiction too. I was addicted to the convenience because that person would have never said no.
I mean, of course, that's why it happens. But
And I think sometimes us as men, we don't know how to. You don't let Miss Convenient say no. You don't disappear from Miss Convenient because that's gonna always be your safety cushion, your fall cushion, or your fall pillow, whatever the hell they call it. But the reality is,
you're safe.
Yeah. And sometimes we manipulate that, and there are guys who really use it to manipulate it more. And there's some guys that get to the point where they say, you know what, I'm actually nice at heart, and I'm not trying to do that because after a while, when you do it, this was like a 5-year, 6-year thing. And she was around when I had girlfriends.
So that's what it was. So I was incorrect. I was trying to downgrade him. He was a manipulator.
Yeah, I had girlfriends and everything. We went through arguments and I said
I was trying to butter the muffin a little bit.
I'm trying to tell you.
I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but it's okay. I respect the honesty.
The thing is,
I'm just realizing now what you were explaining.
And what I'm trying to say is that what I'm trying to say is you sometimes have to be adult enough. And sometimes get out of your selfish needs and be able to, like, you know what? If you truly do care about the person, that because of convenience is an addiction.
And that's where I say the honesty comes.
Yeah, and I think that was the thing.
Because for me, I could have been told, that I might have manipulated some people, but if you get down to it, I was honest about everything. Like I didn't, I didn't take the car and say I was going here and do this. No, I'm saying this is where the fuck I'm going. Like, but for me,
you knew you could do it, and they wasn't going.
So it wasn't. So I'm learning now. It wasn't.
That was manipulation. Because
how was it manipulation? If I'm being honest and saying I'm taking your car,
okay, think about what you just said.
I just asked you a question. How is it manipulation?
You manipulate.
If I'm honestly,
because that was your. They could
have said no.
But you knew the motherfucker wouldn't say no.
I don't know they're gonna say no. I literally, in my mind, I say to myself, the worst thing they could say is no. So I'm like, fuck it, ass. Life is too short. I'm sorry, I live by that motto. Life is too fucking short. If I want something, I'm gonna go and fucking get it.
So you're saying that when you tell this motherfucker you gonna take his car.
It's not telling. I would ask.
Can I go take your car to go do this?
Yes.
Would you do that? But you knew the dude was a sucker, right?
It's not that I knew he was a sucker.
Did you or did you not know he was a sucker?
No, I know that when I would say something with it. See, now I need sound effects on my side because this shit ain't fair. Like, this shit ain't fair. I'm going to shut up now because he's like, he's sick. Like, he's sick.
I'm just saying.
He's sick. And this is where it comes in, ladies. Ladies, chime in. Some niggas be getting sick when they realize they don't got the same pull that you got. Stop doing that. I'm going to really fuck you up.
I'm just saying, yo, you talking that bullshit. Yo, you manipulating.
But I let him talk this whole time, but now I'm talking this bullshit. Okay, y'all see how he do me, right?
I'm being honest. You're not being honest.
How am I? How am I not being honest?
No woman ain't telling no nigga that I'm using your car to go see some nigga.
How do you know that? Are you every nigga in the planet?
Wait.
Are you every nigga in the planet?
No.
Do you know what every nigga in the planet thinks about? Cause shit about to get real up in this shit. Because you can't tell me I'm fucking lying when I sat here and listened to you say a whole story. You need when I say think it's a game.
Yeet. I'm about to get myself X up. But no, I'm just saying. Look, I'm not.
That was very rude, by the way.
I'm not every nigga in the world, but what I'm trying to say is just to a certain point. Like, but we're being honest on the concept of manipulation. Okay,
right? So don't say what I'm saying. So don't say what I'm saying. Is it honest?
So you saying you didn't manipulate?
No, I feel like because I was honest about what I was doing, I wasn't manipulating him. I wasn't intentionally trying to hurt him. But don't ever try to say that what I'm saying ain't honest. Because I don't call out you because what you say I feel like is your truth. So don't try to call me out like I'm not speaking my fucking truth. That's not fair and that's not right. Don't do that shit.
Wait.
No.
No, I'm asking the real question.
Can you apologize for that?
Wait, hold up. What?
Cliff.
Alright.
No.
Y'all know I ain't no sucker, but I'm apologize just to be.
See, this is the ego. He's my co-host. He should have no problem with apologizing to me. Because just like earlier when he said, if you let me finish, and he finished and I said, now I understand.
I mean, let me understand where you're going with it. Let me understand.
It's
No.
crazy.
I want to understand it.
Crazy.
Let me understand how you saying that you can ask a guy, right? I just want to understand. And then help me understand, because you don't get it twisted. You kept saying I wasn't multiple times. So again,
it's not even that. It's that you tried to say that I wasn't being honest about it. That's my thing.
All right. Well, I apologize about
that's
not
all
being
I
honest
asked
about.
for.
But I need a better understanding of that. How you saying that's not a form of manipulation?
And that's all you can ask for.
Okay,
Just say, can you?
All right. Can you elaborate on that? How that was a manipulation? I want to understand this. So
Hold on.
So I need to understand that. God, this is a heated conversation. Who would have thought?
You see, I got the red hair on today.
Yay! She understood the assignment. I wish I could get that, but I'll get copyrighted.
This nigga. So what was your question?
Please explain to me how you are talking to a guy and you're so free to be able to tell him, like, yo, let me use your car.
So, okay. So are you confused on the part that I'm being honest about what I'm doing?
And I wanted to know, like, to be honest with that, right? And this is where I'm foreign.
And I get you.
And sometimes I know men, depending on the man, depending on the man's age, depending on certain scenarios, a nigga, let's say if you're talking to a 60-year-old dude who probably like, I just love to be around it. But I'm just saying.
Exactly. If you're saying that, let me answer your question.
Okay.
You just literally just said there's certain situations, there's certain type of niggas. So put that into perspective. You're thinking about what I'm saying as if it's you. And your mindset, you know you wouldn't be down for that. But that's not you. I'm literally, the reason why I am the way I am is
so
because the way
I'm manipulation. Why did you bring up that story then as a manipulation story?
I didn't bring it up as a manipulation story. I brought it up as oh my God, let me retrack. So when he mentioned his manipulation story, I said the fact that you're saying that is an eye-opener to me because I thought I was manipulating situations. And then I realized, no, I wasn't, because I was being honest about what I was saying and what I was doing. And you were letting me know that you would say you would go and do this and you would do something else, but that's because you knew you could get this girl's car or you could blah, 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 whatever. Like, you can work it to your
But when I was saying that, what I was saying in the concept, I knew this person wouldn't say no to me.
And I hear you. So for me, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you, it wasn't about I'm asking this person knowing they're not going to say no. It's about I don't give a fuck if they're not going to say no. Because I'm going to find a way regardless to do what I got to do. But at the time, obviously I thought I was... What?
Speak to the audience.
But at the time, I thought I was manipulating. But I think that's because, like you said, I did know this person liked me a lot. But I'm like, yo... This nigga done gave me money before when I said my tires were flat when they wasn't. This nigga done gave me money before when I said I had a kid when I didn't.
Wait. Hold up. You just said you knew the nigga liked you a lot.
Yeah.
And you played him before. Multiple times, right?
Maybe.
No, you just said it. You said he gave you money for stuff that you didn't even need it. So... You knew he was Mr. Gullible.
I probably worked him over.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, relax. I'm agreeing with you. Relax.
Oh my God. But this
is why people don't like to say that they were wrong, because people react that way. You saying it now is like, damn, you right. I worked him over to a point where I knew that I could probably get what I want. But I think I got to a point where I just wasn't thinking that way. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna ask him. But thank you for... Yo, like, I'm not even gonna pay. Nah.
You better give me my motherfucking credit.
No.
'Cause your ass manipulated that motherfucker.
Nigga, your credit is on the channel. Subscribe.
Yo, she manipulated the hell out of that nigga. See, she's the set. Wait. I just want y'all to recognize something. There is a little thing at the bottom when you can just bring it back, rewind, and
yeah, go ahead. I did. I admit it. I did. What the fuck you gonna do about it?
I'm just saying.
Not a goddamn thing, but stay Mr. Clean.
Okay, but the bottom line was, I was right. She manipulated.
Nah, you was.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'll get that to you. So, can we get into another sign?
What sign?
Of possibly being emotionally manipulated.
Okay.
Another sign is violating boundaries. I know people who violate the shit out their boundaries. Like, you know that one cousin that when he see you, he always be like, yo, let me hold his son. Always, and you tell him every time, nigga, not today. I ain't got it today. I ain't violating boundaries. Them people, watch out for them. If I tell you what I don't want, and you keep asking me for it.
So we just offer manipulation.
No, I just said where I'm giving another sign.
Being manipulated.
Emotionally manipulated,
okay.
yes.
All right.
So like I said, violating boundaries. Anybody who do that type of shit, leave them the fuck alone. Other things that people would be doing to manipulate is using your insecurities against you. Like, for example, like if you say to your friend, you know, how do I look in this? They be like, girl, you look nice today. She's like, but girl, you know, you don't look as chubby as you usually do. Shit like that. It's like, why are you saying that? Like,
but
how you gonna say I look good? It's like when you say but, you just wipe out everything you said before that. Like, you look good, but you don't look as chubby as you used to. It's just an example. It's not nothing that happened to me.
I'm just saying.
That's an example on a friend level.
I think manipulation, even on a friend level, it's like, you know, like I know people that are like just genuinely nice people, right? And they know that, like, that there are people, like, shit, let's just keep it real. Our kids manipulate us. Like, kids can manipulate their parents. And I'm not talking about the little
sometimes they don't know, though.
No, I ain't talking about the little young ones.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the older ones.
And that's the difference. Manipulation, I want to make this very clear. Manipulation is intentional, okay?
Kids can be intentional, like, look.
I'm not saying they're
I was about to say, when they're in their teenage years,
tell them to relax, please. I just said, yeah, rewind. Remember that rewind button he was talking about?
Rewind? You want the rewind?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm right.
So, manipulation is intentionally hurting somebody.
Rewind? That was late, right? But yeah, that's the rewind that she was talking about. Oh, I'm gonna love these sound effects. But go ahead.
And he's not gonna be controlling them every episode. Believe me, this is the only episode you'll see him controlling it solo, because if we're gonna do male and female point of view, we need male and female access to this motherfucking sound effect. Thank you.
Well, but no, I mean, to me, I'll talk about, like, you know, the manipulation even with like when it comes to the workplace too. Because
definitely.
Like
people be acting like they your fucking boss and be trying to tell you what to do. Like,
no, I've seen manipulation.
But you have to agree, there is that in the workplace.
No, I've seen manipulation where a person will basically try to manipulate co-workers to do certain things to you. I've seen certain situations where people will manipulate
like
two
take
people.
You in the bathroom and rip up all your clothes. You said do things to you.
Oh, no shit like that. What the fuck? That's HR shit. I'm talking about, like,
this
more...
is HR shit too.
No, I guess everything is HR shit. But no, where you can get two people to manipulate people,
no,
two people on the side to hate each other.
That's actually,
like, it's so many, like, what I realize is so many.
No, I feel like you need to play on that, because, like, the difference in them listing from an article I saw from Insider.com, it's like 9 signs that you're being emotionally manipulated, and one of those things is, I didn't write it down, but one of those things was they use other people to make you do what they want you to do. So you saying that, it's the same shit. Like their example was, you know, if you want to break up with them, they'll go to your sister or your mom and convince that person to tell you not to break up with them. But it's the same shit as, like you're saying, someone gets coworkers to basically follow whatever they want them to do. And obviously, if the goal is to fuck with you or whatever, that's what it is. And that shit is, it's crazy in the workplace because it's like, I'm there to get money. I shouldn't have to worry about this childish ass shit. But it's like it's school all over again. Legit. And I think that's why me and 9-to-5s ain't never worked out. Because I've always been in a job where either I have a female boss or I have a male boss who feels like, dang, she actually knows more than the position she's in, but I can't let her, you know, have that power or that control over me. So I'm going to steal whatever idea that she is saying to me, and I'm going to take it to the higher ups. Because that's happened to me before. Like, I came up with a new strategy to collect more money for the company, and my fucking supervisor asked me what I was doing. And I told her, and she went to the higher ups, and the next week we had a meeting, them explaining everything I was doing. And I was sitting there like, and obviously if I say I came up with it first, I'm going to look stupid because the supervisor went over my head and went to the boss. But it just shows that someone who was my supervisor, which means that I was below you on the food chain in the company, still felt threatened enough that she had to take an idea of mine and use it as her own.
You know the funny thing, one of the things that happens at my job, and I will never say my job name because we have one of the policies at my job is
NDA?
internet or social media.
Oh, I hear that. The clause.
Yeah, social media clause, so you can never say stuff. So it's funny, but manipulation, I have stories upon stories upon stories in reference to manipulating, and it's. I think one of the things that I always say is that with manipulation, I like the topic, and again, this was a surprise topic to me, but I can definitely relate to it on the basis that it's something that I would say in my life, it happens on every front. Whether or not it's work, whether or not it's with our children, like not our children, but with even my
anything
son.
Anything in your life, you know, or any person you know, like, because
again, even your father, the child's mother can manipulate you to do certain things. Like, so they put this and this, so it's so many different ways that we manipulate people, or people try to manipulate you. But I think I would say, like, one of the things that I think it's hard to sometimes even to admit that you're being manipulated.
Oh, definitely. It's like
even hard.
I love using like the 5 stages of grief for any bad situation, because the first stage is always denial. Like, people always hate saying, like, I've had friends who've gotten their ass beat by their boyfriends, and I'd be like, he's beating your ass, he's abusing you. Oh no, I said this to him and da-da-da. And it's like, deny. And for some people, and this is why, like, I wanted to bring light of this situation to people, because I want you to take away, look in the mirror and say, am I a manipulator or being manipulated? Like, or do I know someone in my life that I maybe need to, like, you know, let them know, like, what's going on? Not to say that they're going to take heed, but just the fact that this happens so often, and it can happen in your workplace, in your family, in your love life, and you may not even realize it until you're fucking dead. You know, like, and we don't want that to happen.
Manipulation can happen even when you said something in reference to, like, the power structure.
Of course.
Because you could be a supervisor, you could be a manager.
It's all about the ego. Like, one thing for me, I've learned that I've had bosses who, like, will just fuck with people every day. Like, just little shit. And I'm like, yo, that nigga must be, like, he must not be eating right when he get home. Or his girl must be beating him up. Because it's no reason why any human being should walk around being just mean to others or hostile, and especially when you
That's what I feel. I don't mean to cut you off. That's how I feel.
What?
I feel like what you said. Sometimes what happens, and I would know that from when I used to be, like, with my job sometimes, that people would call in and you'd be like,
they try to manipulate to either call out of work, or
do things, or be able to say certain things. It's like, yo, at the end of the day, I know, like, we try to manipulate even you can kind of manipulate a situation even to help a person. Also, like there's in a way there's positive.
So you know what, manipulation, like the more we're talking about it, I'm guessing manipulation is intentional, but it can be used as positive
it can.
And negative reasons. So the moral of our, you know, what we're talking about, I really feel like y'all need to take away from is find a way, if you're gonna manipulate, do it in a positive way. Like,
I think you can always you can manipulate a person to be able to do better as well.
Exactly.
And I mean, to me,
but just don't. I feel like the line needs to be drawn though when that person is clearly showing that they're not going along with the plan. Like, don't force someone to do something. But obviously, if you want to manipulate to help their situation, just don't force it. Just lay the red carpet out. If they decide to walk on it, they do. If they don't, they don't. Camera's gonna flash regardless.
I mean.
But yeah. I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying not everybody gonna receive it if they trying to help them out. You know what I'm saying?
I think,
which is sad.
You know what? I think
which is sad.
But to me, I feel like the manipulation point is like, I would say based on my situation, you got to get to a certain point in your life where you have to know if you are the manipulator or you're the one who's being manipulated.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that it doesn't. And I think it doesn't really play. Like, I think it comes to the point that even the people that are being manipulated, sometimes they know. And like she said, the denial aspect.
Of course, it's either,
and nobody wants to accept that.
It could be denial. It could be denial, or it could be obsession. Some people can literally be so obsessed with you, like. I'm not even going to say his name. He's probably been watching all the podcasts, as stalkerish as he is. But I have this guy that I used to mess with. The guy that I used to fuck with the dildo from the first episode. And he will hit me up from random numbers. It's very periodical. It's like once every 3 months. And it's kind of like he'll hit me up as if he's trying to manipulate the situation, like he's trying to.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When you was hitting him with the dildo, was he like? Wait,
play that one.
Wait, hold up. Let me play it again. Was he like? I love these sound effects, but go back to.
See, these sound effects gonna get him fucked up. Because I lost my train of thought.
You said nigga.
No, I know.
No, that's because you was tingling his butthole. That's why he was
maybe, addicted. But he be manipulating me in a sense because I am a nice fucking person. So, like, yeah, I don't want to fuck him no more. But if he hits me up like, damn, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling depressed, he know I'm kind of hard. I'm gonna be like, alright, like, let's talk you through it. Like, let me talk you off the ledge.
You didn't say it like that.
What?
Use your real voice, how you really said it. Because if
let me not talk you off the ledge.
You can't. If I'm feeling sad and you like, I'm gonna help you.
That's gonna make you laugh. Just like you laughing now, it's gonna make you laugh, and you gonna be like, yo, let me come back to reality because I don't want to die and not have no more conversations with this funny ass bitch. Okay, but seriously, like, excuse how I talk. Fuck how I talk. Fuck the deliverance. Okay, it's the message. Okay.
So, look.
Wait, I guess heard what I said.
Yeah, I don't want to correct on camera, but hey, fuck it. It's shoot the ish. That's what we do. But look, I would say just to let you guys know, next week we are gonna be coming with another guest. And not another guest. We're gonna be coming with our first guest.
Yeah.
Since I have my new co-host. And believe me, the topic's gonna be juicy. I ain't telling you.
I'm not telling y'all shit. But I want you to tune in. You know fucking prime rib is gonna be juicier than that. Filet mignon, dripping wet, okay?
But, and again, I'm gonna keep saying like, subscribe, and share, and comment. And
do all of that shit because it's all free. And I'm not trying to cut you off, but you ain't gonna say it, so I gotta say it. Y'all see my lashes? I know y'all see it. I know y'all was peeping from the time. These is my individual extensions. I have a class that I teach how you can save your fucking money, stop going to the motherfucking Koreans, and do this shit yourself. Okay? At TY Lashes. 2 S's at the end. TYLASH. ESS. My bad.
Don't fucking, yo. Don't be, if you gonna promote yourself, please. Don't
He's gonna rewrite it at the bottom, so.
I can't. But,
I can't
you know
with
what?
you.
I would say, like,
that is my fault. It's at TYLASHESS.
So,
I was thinking about something else when I was doing that first time.
So, I mean, just for you guys, and I one of the things that I could say is that, you know, from the moment that I literally started the podcast, you guys, for at the time, we started out with probably like 20. We got to 30 subscribers, and,
look where we at now.
We finally hit 100, and I'm gonna tell you this:
woo woo.
with the 102 subscribers, I will say one thing: it's organic. 104. It went to 104.
I believe it's 104.
So with the 104 subscribers that we have, it was organic.
So wait, I think we should do a giveaway for the 110th subscriber before you even get into the juices. We should have like a special giveaway.
Well, thank you for saying that, because
pick what it is.
just recently I had I would say that now the podcast is now on the LLC.
Yeah, we official bitches.
And the name has already been copywritten from day one. So there's a lot of things for 2022. I plan on getting done with the podcast. The show will be going. I am going to be doing more guests. It's going to get wild. I'm just saying. At the beginning, I had a vision. At the beginning, I had a vision of what I always thought the podcast would be and what it should be. Because I realized that most people have podcasts where they just talk. You know, and that's cool. But I wanted to do a podcast. I wanted to do a podcast where it was straight up entertainment. Where you can watch the podcast and be like, you know what? Appreciate you for tuning into another episode. We appreciate you tuning into another episode of Shoot the Ish. And again, peace out.